Hi, this is Rose, blog number 2. I'm here doing this because there might be some of you that need to hear these words, that there's other things like God that you can replace in this hole in you that you have, like I did. I mean, all my life I did drugs and alcohol and trying to fill that void because I had a disease. I was dis at ease with myself. And when I started letting go and letting God is when, for the first time in my life, I found peace. Some of my stories are really, really crazy, and we'll get to that. And I've had a lot of people, respond to the video. Um, One of my stories was completely crazy where I was living in Europe and living in Israel, and I had a daughter. I have a daughter. She was 5 years old then. She was living with my mother, and I was living in Israel. I was taking 30 downers a day and opium and hash and just completely brain dead, just stoned out of my head because I didn't want to feel the pain of life, even though I didn't really have any pain. I thought I had pain. Thought I had pain. I didn't have pain. So what happened was, it was just the 60s and drug, sex, and rock and roll, and we just partied all the time. So my mother called me and told me I had to come back home because it was my daughter's 5th birthday, and I decided to bring my brother a piece of hash, what was like $5 this big in Israel. And what happened was I got on the plane and we stopped in England. I didn't realize that the people I was talking to, the guys I was talking to on the plane, were the biggest drug smugglers. So Interpol arrested them and arrested me with them. In the meantime, they found the hash in there and they found all these pills and they threw me in a jail cell. And it was freezing cold. It was December. And I dropped to my knees and I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do? God, please help me. And all of a sudden, there was this light and presence in my room that said, sleep, my child, all will be well. And all of a sudden, in 20 below zero, with no jacket or anything, I went to sleep after taking maybe that day 25 pills a day. I went to sleep. The next morning I went to the trial with the judges in England that wear the weird wigs. And I told the guy I was in the Israeli army, which was bullshit, but and I had like $3 in my purse. So I said I didn't know how that stuff got there, and et cetera, et cetera. So he let me off. God so protected me that I got on the last seat, on the last plane before the oil embargo, and I got back for my daughter's birthday. In the meantime, my brother picked me up at the airport, and I said, give me some pot, I need some pot, I'm withdrawing. And I got back, I realized I had a problem. I weighed probably about 110 pounds, and I looked like a complete hippie freak. And the next morning after her birthday, I woke up and I said to my mother, who's no longer alive, and she was actually my guardian angel, but I said to her, Mom, I need help. I desperately need help. Something's wrong. I don't know what's wrong, because we didn't know about alcoholism or drug addiction or anything like that. There wasn't that language. AA was really just starting, and we found a psychiatric hospital that I checked myself into after a week, and I decided to give up all my friends and everything and try to start a new life. So I go into the psychiatric hospital, and they start giving me more drugs and more drugs and more drugs to get me off this stuff, and everyone there is like inhaling their right guard deodorant spray, and people are like tripping out. And I told my mom, you got to get me out of here. So finally, my brother found a drug rehabilitation center where they had AA meetings and everything, and it was amazing because finally I felt like I was home. I felt like, oh my God, there's a 12-step program. I'm powerless over this stuff. I'm turning my life over to God. I'm doing an inventory about myself. I'm forgiving people. So it was like a peeling an onion and the skin coming off, and little by little finding out what I was all about and what life was all about. And it's taken me a day at a time, sometimes a minute at a time, to believe in a higher power. Now, I'm Jewish, and I do believe in Jesus. I've come to, after 30-something years, to realize that he is the Messiah. And I believe in the Old Testament, and the New Testament, and the 12-step program. And I believe whenever someone hears something like this, it is not coincidence. Whenever you see a sign that God loves you, it's not coincidence. Nothing is coincidence in this life. And it's our decision. It's just like electricity. The switch is off, there's no electricity. It's up to us to turn that switch on for God to work in our lives and be there in our lives. So tune in tomorrow, because it'll be vlog 3 for another story. Tomorrow will be an Elvis story, if you like that one. And I'll have drama again. So everybody have a blessed day, and remember, keep the faith. God loves you, and have a blessed, blessed day.